So mate, if we look back quickly at the World Cup, there's a part of you that still looks back and thinks what could have been. Like down to 14 men could have been probably one of the biggest wins in World Cup history. How do you digest all of that post-comp?
It does take time to process. It's something that I think will stick with that team as players, as coaches, as a nation of supporters. The one that got away, and it doesn't take anything away from South Africa. They played exceptional rugby and they got the job done. Pretty amazing when you look at their road to the final. In the final, they won 3 games by, was it a point each? So they were playing winning rugby and they got the job done. So for us, it's history now. We can't change it. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, but it is what it is.
And one man that I think everyone felt for would have been Sam Cane, having to leave the field and cop a red card. So, like in the aftermath, how did you rally around him? What was the support like for a man that's given so much to AB's rugby over the years?
Yeah, it's the same as anyone. Obviously, Sam didn't play the way he wanted to. Obviously, having a red card, and there's other guys too that it was their last game. Someone like a Dane Coles, for example, didn't know he'd played his last test, and his last game as an All Black was in the stands watching. And same as anything, you get around them, and it's the human part of it. It's actually where you take away the rugby, and you just worry about your mates. And some people need, space. Some people need support, being close. Some people, you don't have to say anything. So it's working out what that person needs and do it. And the team were awesome. Everyone stuck together. There was no blaming of people or anything like that, and that's probably one of the proudest things about that time is we all stayed together. We didn't split and become divided.
So Sam, you've played under, and like this list is pretty impressive, Dave Rennie, Scott Robertson, Graham Henry, Steve Hansen, Ian Foster and Wayne Smith. Out of those coaches, who's got the greatest rugby mind, who gave the best speeches, and who's the best bloke?
Oh, yeah, very, very tough. We get asked that question all the time. Who is the best All Black coach you had? And I kind of sum them up in different ways. So like Graham Henry was an ex-school teacher, a school principal. So when I first made the team, if he talked to you like, okay, I'm in trouble, what have I done? Steve Hansen, ex-cop, so he was always trying to be the detective, work out what's going on. So you kind of always felt like you're, getting cross-examined. Fozzie grew up around the church and stuff, so had that different feel of how he operated. Razor, he explains himself as a surfer dude that can't read and write, so everything's always different. But the one coach I'd definitely talk around was Mike Cron as a forwards coach. So to actually look at coaching, I think he was probably one of my best coaches around how to improve a skill or improve in an area. He broke it down so well, and at training you'd start out with an individual skill. So take the scrum, for example, 1-on-1 scrum, then you build it up into 2-on-2, 4-on-4, 8-on-8. And he helped me so much in that area of the game. That was probably a weakness at the start of my career. But then everyone's had a massive influence. I think of Robbie Deans when I was in Japan. I think of Wayne Smith, different roles that he had within the team, but then also coaches that I had when I was at school, amateur coaches, people that gave up their time to help you. So I think of my brothers because they helped coach me at home. Yes, we didn't see it that way because we were just having fun. So they've all had their influence on me in different ways, but to sum it up, I think Mike Cron was the best coach around a skill.